Hello and welcome to today's speed build. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today I am building in the beautiful world of Windenburg, and I am so excited for this build because we are doing a autumnal cottage with like very autumn, very fall vibes throughout it, and I'm so excited. I am still definitely in that like autumn what is it called? Like spurge? I am splurge? Splurge? The autumn, is that the word? Like I'm in this I'm wanting to build lots of autumnal things because it's autumn and I love autumn. It's my favorite season. I don't know if splurge was the word there. I feel like that was not the word, but anyway, we're building in the world of Windenburg, and when it comes to autumn and when it comes to the Sims, I think the best worlds for building in would definitely have to be Windenburg, Brindleton Bay, and Hemford-on-Bagley. And I've not built in Brindleton Bay this year, so hopefully I have something coming that's going to be like Brindleton Bay inspired related, because I love that world in autumn. But yeah, I haven't built there this year. So we are building in Windenburg, and Windenburg is beautiful. Now, you can probably tell, but right now as I'm building, it's not autumn. I do end up changing that a little bit like more through the video. I end up changing it to be autumn so that I can get the full autumnal vibe, because yeah, I don't know, I kind of hate building in summer when like I'm doing something that's not based in summer, if that makes sense. So yeah, I decided to change it halfway through. And the lighting on this lot, so I am building on this small little tiny lot, and this is one of my favorites. So I have Father Winter living here right now, so he play tested this for me. He's an absolute gem. But yeah, he's living here right now, and this is one of my favorite like lots to build in on Windenburg, especially if I'm doing a Tudor style house, which I would say this would count towards a Tudor style house. I just love it. I feel like it's so perfect. It's like the perfect little size, and I love the way it has the railings going all around it. It just looks good. Like it's just a good looking lot. I love it. But anyway, so we're starting with, of course, the exterior. Now, I do end up changing the wallpaper, which I'm doing right now. I just wanted it to be a little bit darker because I felt like the other color was a bit wish-washy and didn't really work for like that fall vibe that I was going for. I'll also probably change between fall and autumn. Just, I don't know, just to please everyone. What do you call it? Do you call it fall? Do you call it autumn? I always call it autumn just because I'm like I live in Britain, so that's what we call it. But yeah, you can call it, you know, you can call it whatever. I do say fall if I'm talking about like vibes and stuff. I'll be like, that's such fall vibes. But yeah, autumnal has been at the top of my vocabulary recently. So my friends and family are sick of hearing me say that word, but I am. Listen, the girls that get it, okay? And I get it. And I know that you get it too. But anyway, so we're doing a little bit of landscaping right now. And I had so much fun with the landscaping. I honestly just did whatever I wanted for this. I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go crazy. I was just bringing out lots of kind of like orange toned bushes and trees and pulling them out and seeing what worked and what didn't. And yeah, I really just love how this build looks. I really hope you guys like it as well. I really wanted to get this video out as soon as possible. It was a very quick build, I'm not gonna lie. This took me about 3.5 hours, so I did it in around 2 sittings, which is really good for me because normally I take a lot of time to kind of sit down and you know, I take a lot of breaks and stuff, but for this, I was just so wired in. Like, I was like, okay, let's get this done. Like, I was locked in. And I'm so glad because I love how this turned out. I think it is like the sweetest little cottage. I don't know if I said that yet, but this is a little family cottage. Now, looks are very deceiving right now because it may look very small, very tiny, but it's actually big enough for 6 Sims. So that's how many Sims I have decided to have living in here. The family dynamic consists of 2 parents, a toddler slash infant. I was thinking an infant. I added a lot of like infant stuff. Whatever works for you. A preteen, so I was thinking like a 12-year-old boy, and then 2 little girls that are children. And yeah, that is the dynamic. I'll go more in detail as we like get into the inside of the build. But yeah, it's a very big family, and I feel like it's very deceiving because this house does not even look that big. But yeah, it's bigger than it looks. But anyway, I wanted to talk very briefly about the new pack that we have coming out. Now, I believe the name of it is Life and Death. I think that's the name. And I've not seen a whole bunch, so definitely, keep me updated with what you know, because I have only really seen the trailer, and then like I had read a little bit about it because I was quite curious. But I've not really looked at any videos in depth speaking about it. So yeah, if anyone wants to talk about anything that I kind of missed, then definitely let me know. But as far as I know so far, this pack is of course themed around life and death. It seems to be more catering towards death. We now are going to have functional graveyards, which is crazy, like literally insane. Not something I seen coming from the Sims team, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm so excited about it because I think that's so fun, like being able to do. I don't know if we'll be able to have like funerals. I don't know if that's something that's being added, but I mean, functional graveyards is really fun, and that means that us as like builders can create graveyards as well for downloading stuff. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I think that would be so exciting. Now, something else that I read was that you can now become a mortician, and then also I think you can also become like a grim reaper. I don't know if that's right, but I'm sure that's what I read. Like you can become a grim reaper, and you can also become a mortician. So that is so exciting. I don't even know like what more to it there is, but I'm just, that alone, I am so excited. And yeah, I think I read something else, bucket list. So that's more like the life stuff. So I believe when your sim becomes a young adult, or maybe an adult, I think it might be a young adult though, they start to get like sort of kind of like aspirations, things that they want to do. But instead of it being an aspiration, it's a bucket list, and then there's a bunch of things that your Sims can do. I think you can also pick your own as well, so if you want them to do specific things like from their bucket list, you can do that as well. You can like choose what's on the bucket list. But yeah, something like that is so fun. I feel like that's so exciting, and that's definitely gonna kind of up the gameplay for people that love gameplay and love to do a lot of fun stuff with their Sims. Like that is so exciting. I used to do gameplay quite a lot, and that's something that I would have loved to have done when I was more into gameplay. So yeah, I feel like that's so exciting. We are about to move on to the inside. Here we are. Now I would have shown this floor plan on camera, but it was like so weird to come up with. I struggled a lot, but I will say for this video, I decided to keep in a lot more footage than I normally would. If you know me, you'll know that I tend to like cut out a lot of things that I think are going to be a bit boring, but I decided not to do that for this video because I had a lot of people say that they actually enjoy like the longer speed builds, and they actually like to see me kind of mess around with things and see how things get the way they get, which I completely understand. I watch a lot of summers myself, and I really don't mind when the speed build is long or when they're very indecisive, but for some reason when it comes to me, I'm like, oh, people probably don't want to see that. But I did have a few people say that like they really don't mind and they prefer longer videos anyway. So yeah, I thought this would be nice. Hopefully it's not too annoying. I did again like cut out little things like the floor plan just because I thought it was a bit too much. But yeah, for the most part, I tried to keep a lot of stuff in just so you could really see how I do things and things like that. But anyway, we're starting off with the kitchen. Now, I am so happy with how this kitchen turned out. So as you can see, it's a very small narrow kitchen, and then we also have a very small dining area. There isn't enough room for all your Sims to sit at the dining area, which is kind of sad, but if your Sims are anything like mine, they won't even try and eat together anyway. Because my Sims, one of them will eat outside, then two of them will eat in the living room, then one of them will eat in their bedroom, one will eat in the bathroom. Like, let's be real, I think it's fine. But yeah, this table that is in the kitchen is more of like a breakfast table to me. So I'm thinking maybe the kids before school. There is 4 kids, so one of them is an infant, but I can imagine 3 of the kids before school sitting down, doing their homework really fast while like trying to eat their breakfast as well, like trying to get it all done the day of, because you know what kids are like. And then their parents being like, right, come on, we need to go, like we need to take you to school now. Which this is kind of why I want cars. Like, imagine that was a thing. Imagine, like, even if we couldn't ride the cars, imagine your Sim, you could click on the car and it said, it maybe had a pop-up that was like, take kids to school. How fun would that be? And then you would like take the kids to school, and then like your Sim would come back, you know what I mean? I feel like that's so fun. It just adds a little bit more realism. I know that the Sims just tend to like go to school on their own, and that's fine, but I don't know, I just think it's more realistic to have stuff like that as an option. But yeah, that's a little idea for the Sims team if they're thinking about adding cars anytime soon. We do have cars, but they're not functional, they're debug. So I would love that. I feel like that would be so fun. But yeah, it's the little things. I feel like we just want the little things, But yeah, let me know what you think about that pack. I haven't spoke too much about it just because that's all I really know. I'm really excited to see it when it comes out. I'm so excited for there to be a new world, by the way, because of course it's an expansion pack. So I'm assuming there's going to be a new world, and I am so excited for that. I always love a new world. Like, I always become obsessed with the new worlds whenever we get them. So yeah, definitely excited for that. Oh, another world that I think is probably good in autumn? Probably Chestnut Ridge. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it definitely has autumnal themes. That was really random, but I was like, wait, new worlds that we got. And then I thought, Chestnut Ridge, that's a pretty new one. I feel like that's a good one. I might have to keep that in the back of my mind for some videos upcoming. By the way, I'm sorry that I didn't speak too much about the outside of the build, but I pretty much just had a blast with the what is it called, the landscaping. I had so much fun. I just added loads of like autumnal bushes, trees, all of the sorts. And yeah, I really love how it turned out. I did not add a back garden. This is a very small lot and there just really isn't any room for one, but hopefully that's not a big deal. I feel like it's okay because like they have a lot of room on the inside. And I feel like there's room for lots of like activities and stuff. I did add a bike round front as well, so your Sims could do that. And you probably could add like a few things out back if you like to have activities for your Sims to do. But yeah, I just didn't want to add too much and have it look a little bit weird. So that is why there's no back garden. But it's a very big house, so I feel like that makes up for it. Okay, talking about living room, also talking about base game update. Now, this sofa, I do not end up using it, sadly, but they created some new swatches and this one is actually one of the new ones. I know that it looks a lot like the original swatch, but it's slightly different, and when I tell you that slight difference makes all the difference in the world. Originally for this couch we had green, like salmon, and then this kind of like dusty beige, but now we have like so much more colors. We have grey, we have black, we have like a much nicer creamy color. I'm so excited. It really is the little thing. It really is. But we got a lot of swatches for some other things as well, like bookshelves and such. Um and like I'm just so excited about things like that. I feel like it's so exciting. Um I I will say I think that like there needs to be a refresh and a lot of swatches from like I don't know, like very like not base game, like packs that we have. I feel like some of the some of the items that we have from packs are so nice, but like we need more swatches in them. Does that make sense? Like there's so many things that I use all the time, but if we had more swatches, it would be nicer. Um yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's something they would do because, you know, for base game it's quite easy because they can just do a base game update, whereas for like packs, you know, you'd have to have the pack. But I don't know. I just, do you know what I mean? I feel like there's so many other things they could just add swatches to. But yeah, I love that they started doing that. I think it is so, so cool. And I really like that sofa. I know I didn't use it. It just didn't really go with the vibe I was trying to go for. I'm trying to go for this like cottagey, like family vibe house. And I just felt like it didn't go. But yeah, I still really like it. Now, back here, I do end up using one of the new kits. So we got a new kit. I don't remember the name. I think it's Storybook Nursery kit. I don't know. It's Storybook something, but I used a lot of items from this because I thought that would be really good, like a really good way to showcase it. So I decided to put them over here. So that's why I was thinking like maybe an infant, because I did put one of the playmats and I believe that can only be used by an infant. But I feel like this is such a cute little corner, and like imagine your little infant just behind here playing. There is only one like young sim in this house except for the two kids, so I don't feel like the two kids would play back here unless maybe they were playing with their little sibling. I don't know. But yeah, look how big this playmat is, but it's so cute. This pack to me, this like kit almost looks like CC, I feel like. It's really well done. I absolutely love how it looks. But yeah, I love this little kit so much. I do end up using more of it on the upstairs, so if you want to see more of a showcase, then you can see that soon. But something I wanted to talk about. So, you guys probably know, but like we kind of like found out ages ago like there's going to be a Sims 5. Now, it's under a code name. I believe the code name is like Renee. But as of recently, I'm sure the Sims team had said that there isn't going to be as such a Sims 5. They essentially still want to add updates and stuff to the Sims 4, have it the way it is. And they're like planning on doing a new game, like sort of thing, but it's not necessarily going to be the Sims 5. That's what I heard anyway, and if that's the case, honestly, like, I'm kind of happy because I have so many packs that I've like bought, and I feel like if I just had to start over brand new, like it would be a little bit annoying, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if people are going to be annoyed about that, but I feel like it's kind of good. I think it means they'll put a lot more work into this game, and like with this game being the way it is, I mean, I truly love The Sims. I don't do a lot of gameplay, but I'm of course a builder, and I love this game so much as I might say that things are a bit annoying. I really do love it. And yeah, I feel like it would be sad to just like not kind of have it anymore, or for it to stop getting updates. And yeah, I don't know, part of me is kind of relieved. I just really like this game, but also I just hate things being changed. So maybe it's more of that mindset. Maybe I'm just like, you know what, I don't like things to be different. But no, I'm really excited for like whatever the Sims team does have in mind. I think it's going to be really cool. But yeah, part of me is just really glad that we're not kind of forgetting about The Sims 4, because I love this game. I mean, I play it all the time. I have so many hours. I think I have almost 2,000 hours, which is probably rookie numbers. I'm going to be honest. I I know there's a lot of simmers that like say how many they have, and I'm like, okay, like I look like a noob compared to you, because yeah, I'm close to like 2,000 hours, but yeah, I feel like even then that's like rookie. But yeah, I play the game a lot, you know, so I literally come home from work and I play this game. I don't know what I would do if we didn't have it, you know? But anyway, we are doing the master bedroom. I'm so sorry that I've spoken through all of it, but this is the master bedroom. So this is for the parents. Now, it's very autumnal. I love how it feels. I went for the horse ranch bed. I feel like that pack goes really, really well for like fall. I just think it works really nicely, and yeah, I added a lot of clutter to this build. I just decided to max out on the clutter because why not? It was only a small build anyway, so I felt like the more the better. For the living room, I went for one of my favorite rugs ever. This one is from the Industrial Loft Kit, and the colors, I'm sorry, they are so cute. I love the living room. It was a very weird shape that I had to work with, but once I added that little area for the infant, I felt like it just came together perfectly. But yeah, this is the parents' bedroom. I love it so much. I feel like I can imagine like the parents just coming in from a long day and just relaxing in here. I think their room feels very warm and just very nice. I love it. It feels very inviting. I think because of the wallpaper I used and stuff, it just feels really nice. I was trying to experiment with different wallpapers for this build, which it probably doesn't look like because I have used this exact same wallpaper in the hallway for like every single build I've done in the last 2 years. But to be fair, I like it. I don't know where I was going with that. I just was gonna come up with an excuse, I think. I was just gonna say, to be fair, I really like it. I think it's a really good one. I think in terms of like Sims players, like we all love that one. Parenthood just knew what they were doing, you know. Now I did show me doing the bathroom for once. Yay! It's not very exciting, but I decided to go for this cute little like stone vibe. I wanted it to feel very cottagey. That's what I was going for. I want this to feel very cottage vibes. Maybe like a home that was definitely renovated. I feel like this could maybe be a long-standing home. It was here for a very long time, and then this family came in and they renovated it and they made it how they wanted it to be. But yeah, I love this build so much. I love that bathroom. I think it's so cute. And yeah, I do the front door area, and then I believe we move on to the upstairs. Now the upstairs is where all the bedrooms are, and we're starting off with the infant. And I had so much fun with this new pack. I of course used some of it downstairs, but I wanted to use the rest for up here. So that's the crib, this little like circus princess overhang canopy is so gorgeous. I also added a changing table just because I figured you would need that for functionality, and I didn't want to like not include one. Also, the infant has the smallest room ever. I'm so sorry, but I didn't want to do 2 bathrooms on this floor. I thought that would be a little bit much. So yeah, I went for this being the infant room. I like to imagine that maybe as the sim gets older, you could expand it a little and maybe make the like one of the other rooms a bit smaller. I don't know. I feel really bad for the other kids if so, but yeah. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I think it is so cute. And I love this little plushie that we got. Oh my, it is so gorgeous. I did end up going for this like bubblegum blue and pink color, which I didn't at first, but I was like, you know what? How can I not? It is so cute. I just love it so much. But yeah, I really like that kit so far. I'm still to play around with the artist one. But that one looks really fun, so I'm really excited to play about with it. I'm thinking of maybe doing a build like especially for it. I don't really know yet. I was thinking maybe doing a house, because part of me was like, I think a apartment would be the easiest way to showcase it, but I don't know. I kind of want to do a house. I'm kind of getting back into doing houses, and I've not done them in a long time, so I feel like I should take that opportunity and run with it. But yeah, here we are, we've moved on to the kids' bedroom. Now, I think that these kids are like, they're like ultimate little drama queens. I think that they need to have the same things or they will have a hissy fit. So hence why they have the same bedside table, the same bed, the same lamp. I think that they're very like they like to argue. Now I was thinking that they're probably twins. I normally do siblings that are close in age, but I thought twins just worked so well for these two. And they definitely fight over that desk, like definitely. I think if one of them is at the desk, the other one will beg to be on it, and then eventually when they get to be on it, they don't want to be there anymore. Like just the whole sibling thing, like, but because their sibling is doing something that they're not, they want to do it. Now, I think that they really love their little sister. Now, I was thinking little sister for the infant. I think they love her so much. They're so happy that they have another girly. I think that they bring her in their room all the time, and this little girl is just, she is like brought up with the best sisters. Although these two definitely fight, because I feel that they do, I think that they also just are the best sisters ever. Like, they're so caring. They only really argue with each other, and I think that they sometimes argue with each other over their little sister as well. So it's actually really cute, but twins will be twins. And then across the hall they have their preteen brother. I always say preteen is just pretty much like a 12-year-old. He's going into being a teen soon, so he'll be going to high school very soon. And I think that he's going through a kind of phase because he's like, okay, I'm gonna be in high school. Like, I can't be hanging out with my sisters anymore. I need to get my head in the game. I'm gonna be going to high school. I'm gonna be part of the football team. Like, he's really just in over his head, and I think he's probably a little bit nervous as well, but mainly excited. And yeah, he kind of feels like he needs to put on this persona. And then I feel like the parents are just like letting them all be. Like, they're like, do you know what? It's just a phase, they'll get over it. Also, I did decorate his room kind of for Halloween. I felt like he is very big on Halloween, so he has lots of little ghosty wallpaper, which I thought was so cute. But yeah, I think that the parents are like the most loving parents ever, but they just kind of let the kids get on with it because they think that's the easiest way for them to learn. Obviously, unless anything is dangerous, then they will definitely step in. But yeah, I feel like it's such a cute dynamic. Probably just like a very, I don't know, a very chill, like cozy dynamic. But yeah, very exciting. So yeah, that was pretty much what I was thinking for the kids and for the parents as well. I didn't think into it like super deeply, but I did have this family in mind. Whenever I do these builds, I always kind of have them in the back of my mind of what they look like, what they sound like, what they get up to and stuff. But yeah, that is actually us coming to the end of this video now. I have yapped on for a very, very long time, so thank you so much for sitting through that and listening to me. But thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and it helps me out a whole lot. So yeah, let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you think of this new expansion pack coming out. I would love to hear your opinions. Also, let me know if you want to see any specific things, that you want to see me do with that pack. But yeah, without any further ado, thank you so much, and I shall see you all in the next one.